What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today on this video we will be differentiating this function here using the quotient rule. Of course, this function, which is a trigonometric function, we can able to do this one without using the quotient rule, but this time around they instructed us to use the quotient rule. This is one of the things that they can use to trick you guys. Remember, you need to follow the instructions. So the instruction says differentiate or find the derivative of this function using the quotient rule. So don't be, I know you can be tempted to use the direct differentiation without using any rule. Don't do it. Let us use the quotient rule. You'll see we'll get the same answer as the one that you're used to. Now, if you think you can do this one, you can pause and do it using a quotient rule, and let's see if you're gonna get the same answer as the one that I'm gonna get at the end. But anyway guys, if you're new on this channel, I would like to welcome you, and also I would advise you to subscribe to the channel, because I am going to make lots and lots of videos in the future, and also I'm going to make videos on previous question papers. So when you subscribe, do not forget to hit the bell icon there so that it can notify you every time I upload. And also, if you want to watch the previous videos, you can go to the playlist section and watch those videos there. Alright guys, let's start with this one. Remember, when you use the quotient rule, we need to have some sort of a quotient or a fraction. So in order for us to do this one, we need to use what we call inverses. We need to apply the inverses here. So we need to know what is the inverse of the cosec, of the sec. So guys, the inverse of a sec, if you still remember, the inverse of a sec is going to be 1 over cos 2x. Remember guys, if you don't remember the inverses, you can go to this video. Here I explain the inverses. In fact, I do mention all the inverses that are available in the trigonometric chapter there. All right, now the inverse of sec is going to be 1 over cosec, 1 over cos 2x. Now when it's like this, now it's a quotient function. So what we need to do now, we need to select, or we need to identify f of x and g of x. So remember, f of x is always on the numerator, so it's going to be 1, and g of x is going to be on the denominator, which is going to be cos 2x. Now remember, we need to differentiate these two. So f of x prime, since this is a constant, is going to be 0. Remember, when it's a constant guys, it's going to be 0. Remember we are differentiating in terms of x, so we don't have x here, so hence this is 0. Again, if you want to understand this much better, go to this video, go and watch that video there. There is a explanation of what I just did there. Okay, now let's differentiate this one here, the g of x. So the g of x prime is going to be negative 2 sine 2x. This is the derivative of cos. Remember guys, if you don't understand how this came about, there is a video here where I wrote and tried to explain the derivatives of the trigonometric ratios there. Go and watch those video there. Okay, now that we have done deriving these two, or to find derivative of f of x and g of x, it's time for us to apply the quotient rule formula. So dy over dx is going to be the derivative of f of x multiplied by g of x minus f of x multiplied by derivative of g of x divided by g of x squared. Guys, this is the formula. Do not swap this. It's always like that. The first term, it has a derivative of f of x multiplied by g of x. The second term, it has f of x multiplied by g of the derivative of g of x divide by g of x squared. It's always like this, it will never ever change. But I did explain all this on this video here. Go and watch this video where I explain the application of the quotient rule formula. All right, now let's substitute. Now dy over dx, now it's time for us to substitute. When you substitute here, f of x, remember prime, f of x prime is going to be equal to 0, okay, multiplied by g of x. Now if you look at our g of x here, this is going to be cos 2x, right? Now we are done with the first term. Then we say minus. Now let's look at f of x. F of x is actually 1, so we multiply by 1, and then this is going to be multiplication of g of x prime, the derivative of g of x. If you can see, g of x prime here, or the derivative of g of x, is going to be negative 2 sine 2x. So this is going to be multiplied by negative 2 sine 2x. Alright, so this is what we have. Now we divide. When we divide here, this is going to be g of x squared. So g of x here is going to be cos 2x, then we square. Now let's simplify this further. Now dy over dx. So the first term here, this is multiplied by 0. Even if you don't write it, we just leave it like that. 0 multiplied by cos 2x is 0. And then we say negative 1 multiplied by 2 sine 2x. So this is going to be 2. Remember, negative and negative is positive. So 2 sine 2x. Divide by. Now if you look at this, we have cos and cos. This is cos squared. So we can write it like this. I would like to write it like this, guys. Cos 2x multiplied by cos 2x. There's a reason why I write it like this, guys. Then remember, they are squared, so this multiplied by that, you're gonna have this squared. Now the reason why I wrote it like this is because if you look at let's do this. Let's continue. If you look at these two, sine 2x over cos 2x, it's gonna be the quotient identity. Remember, tan x is the same as sine x over cos x. So we do have something like this here. So we can say tan 2x. But then let's look at the cos here. We're still left with this cos here. So this cos is more like having the denominator of 1. So we can say the very same thing that we did here. 1 over cos x is the same as sec x. So this is 1 over cos. So this we can say multiply by sec 2x. Guys, this is actually the derivative of sec 2x. If you do the direct derivative, this is what you're going to get, guys. You understand? I hope you guys managed to understand this one. It wasn't really that difficult. All you needed to do here is to just to understand the reciprocals and the quotient identities, and know how to differentiate the constant and also the trigonometric functions. By the way, guys, if this video helped you to understand the question that we had here, do not forget to like, comment as well if you have anything to add, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. You can also share this video to your friends so that they can also have advantage as well when it comes to this part of the math math subject. Alright, guys, at the end of this video there is a playlist of the videos of quotient rule derivatives, so you can watch that video if you don't understand how exactly we do the quotient rule, because those videos are based on quotient rule. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Till next time, cheers.